Welcome back for another Fantom price prediction analysis, and in this video I will be sharing my next price targets, give you areas that Fantom needs to continue holding here on the charts, and also discuss my next possible trade setup here on the Fantom chart. And before I do all that, first give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the channel membership. And at the time of this recording, Fantom is holding above the 20-day MA here on the 4-hour chart, which is now acting as support for us to continue gearing up. We have also continued to hold above a very significant key area of support at around the $0.2296 mark, where you can see that we had this massive breakdown into that key area of support. We found support, and today we have been seeing a bit of a bounce to the upper side. And there are high chances that as long as we continue holding above it, we are going to continue gearing up, see a break above other key areas of resistances, and maybe see Fantom get above the $0.3075 mark, which is our next key area of resistance. I also want to discuss a chart pattern that is in formation here on the 4-hour chart that will possibly give us a massive breakout to the upper side in the next coming days. And that chart pattern is based on this key area of support that I have highlighted on the charts using these yellow markings at around the $0.2296 mark, where you can see that we had this massive crash on the 10th of June, seeing a break into that key area of support. We saw this bounce back to the upside, giving us a high at around the $0.33 mark, and afterwards we have been seeing a bit of a breakdown to the lower side back into that target area. And as a result of that, we now have a double bottom in formation, which is a chart pattern that breaks to the upper side. So you can see that this is the first bottom and this is the other bottom, making it a double bottom, and this is a chart pattern that breaks to the upper side, having the minimum target areas for the breakout being given by the height between the neckline and the bottoms. So using a trend line, we can get that height and then place it above the neckline to give us a minimum target area for the breakout to the upper side. So once I get that height, I can then place it above the neckline, giving me a minimum target area to the upper side at around the $0.4311 mark, and that is the minimum that I can expect Fantom to do once we see the breakout to the upper side out of this chart pattern. And before all that plays out, we need to continue holding above this key area of support so that we can see that massive bounce to the upper side. And as long as we are holding above it, then the next thing that we also need to have in mind, that is keep our eyes on, is a break above trend lines here on the charts. On the charts, you can see that I have this descending trend line, which is highlighted on the charts using this white line that I have here on the charts. And I'm watching for a 4-hour close above this descending trend line here on the charts. And the moment you manage to break above that, see maybe a retest and a 4-hour close above it, there are high chances that we are going to unlock higher prices, first get to the area at around the $0.27 mark, and the moment you manage to break above the $0.27 mark and see a close above those areas, then there are high chances that Fantom is going to see a break above the $0.3075 mark. And remember, that is the area at which we have our neckline, and the highest point is at around the $0.33 mark. And the moment we see a break above the neckline, then from that point we can start anticipating for a massive breakout out of this double bottom to the upper side, having the minimum target areas at around the $0.43 mark. So that is what I'm keeping my eyes on here on the Fantom chart on the long-term point of view. And my next trade setup is to catch along the moment you see a break above this descending trend line that I have here on the chart, highlighted on the chart using these yellow, that is these white markings. Also taking a look at the indicators on the RSI, we are trading at around the 38 mark. Also taking a look at the MACD, we have been able to print a bullish cross, fully supporting higher prices. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I will be keeping you up to date.